Hey guys, Dan here with PDX Auto Works. We've got a 2007 BMW 335 here. I got the ignition on, and the customer complaint is that with the ignition on, the coolant pump runs continuously. You can hear it whining. So I've got my battery programmer connected because the battery's getting weak. Leave the ignition on, this coolant pump keeps running. So I'll bring you over to the laptop. We scan for codes here. Show you what we got. Oops. Let me go back here. Alright, so there's our code. Sorry for the glare. Let me turn off the light on this. Okay. You can see the code 2E, 2 Edward 7 Charlie, BSD, data bus communication fault. Fault not currently present. Possible causes: short to B+, battery positive, short to ground in the bus wiring harness, / in one of the connected BSD bus users. The fault status is read out in the next step. So this is ISTA, excellent for BMWs. This is only for BMWs. They give us a nice wiring diagram here, which will allow us to see what sensors are online. And that way we know where to look. So I'll zoom in here. Let me see if I can bring this over. Here's the BSD line. You can see intelligent battery sensor, electric coolant pump, alternator, oil condition sensor. 4 potential sensors or pumps, alternator, single wire going to each of these. Something is bringing down that line. Also, potential DME, internal control unit damage. So let's go out to the scope. There's the alternator. I'm back probed into that violet single wire BSD communication line. I'm grounded right there. What we want to see on this line is a square wave. And you can see that, sorry for the glare, negative 0.02. So this line is getting pulled down almost to ground. We should be seeing a square wave. I'm not sure of the amplitude of the voltage, but I would imagine somewhere along the line of 5 volts, maybe 9 volts. So the procedure that I like to do is start with the easiest to get to connector and disconnect it and see if that square wave comes back. See if that communication line comes back online. Alternator connector, kind of a pain to disconnect. Let me see if I can do it here while holding the camera. Little clip on the bottom. Not easy to do. All right. That guy's disconnected. And yes, I did check right here. There's no break in the wire. All right, so we're still back probed. As you can see, communication line is still down. All right. Took the liberty of jacking it up on one side. You can see my jack there. Get you a view under here. You can even hear the water pump. You can hear the water circulating as well. I don't know if you guys can see that single or that wire harness hanging down. That is the oil level sensor. This car is really low. Disconnected. Line is still down. I don't want to disconnect the coolant pump yet. Kind of using it as a guide. When I know that I've disconnected the correct sensor, that coolant pump should stop. Also, the customer states that he just had the water pump replaced. The other shop said that's why that trouble code is there. So, next easiest connector, intelligent battery sensor. Lives on the negative terminal. Here's the 2-wire. It does not share the same violet wire. We'll disconnect it. Come back up to the front. No more noise. No more coolant pump. Let's see if I can bring this up. Bring my trigger up a little bit. There we go. Communication is back online. Coolant pump is not running anymore. Water pump. We have a faulty IBS, intelligent battery sensor, on this vehicle. And it was dragging down the line. Does all sorts of weird things. Makes the coolant, water pump run continuously. Discharges the battery, and you cannot read the oil level on the iDrive. Up there, you cannot read that. This customer needs a new IBS sensor. For now, we can either leave it unplugged. I believe it actually can be coated out as well. I'll give him the option. Best to get it back to factory original condition. New IBS sensor. Thankfully, did not cause internal damage to the DME. I have seen that. It takes down the BSD circuit inside the DME. This time around, IBS sensor faulty. This car is also getting a valve cover gasket, an oil pan gasket. Actually, a brand new valve cover, he says. Right here. He says it's too low as well. You can see it's basically slammed. It's tucking. Up there is pretty low as well. So we have some new rear shocks, some struts in here, some oil change stuff. The old 335s. I've got many of them. You can see a lot of BMWs. Thanks for watching, guys. I have not seen a good BSD circuit diagnostic video. It's very straightforward if you know what you're doing and what you're looking for. If I disconnected each one of those sensors or connectors, you know, alternator, oil level, coolant pump, if that communication line still did not come back online, then more than likely the DME under that white cover there is faulty. I believe they can be fixed. You could send them off to companies, or you can get a used DME. And if you know someone with the correct tools, change the ISN, which I can do as well. I'm based in Portland, Oregon. PDX Auto Works. Thanks for watching. Like the video. Subscribe if you want to see future repairs. Any other diagnostic videos that you want to see, comment, and I will be happy to make a video on it. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year.